everybody, and welcome to Newburyport Clippers hockey here from the Graf Rink in Newburyport. Newburyport Clippers hosting Pentucket here on a Wednesday afternoon start here. It's scheduled for 5 o'clock. We're a little bit behind schedule. It happens sometimes, a little bit of a 5:15 start or so here by the time they drop the puck. My name's Drew Mulholland, alongside our team, Maeve Power. Maeve producing a million shows today for us. In goal for Newburyport, Damian Lamb. He's going to get the start here as he has for most of the year. 12-3-1, the Newburyport Clippers on the season. In net for Pentucket. Waiting to see, this was part of the thing here with Pentucket tonight. It was a little bit of a late arrival, trying to get a handle on their goal sheet here. So in goal from Pentucket tonight is going to be number 30, and they have no 30 on the roster, so we'll figure that out by the time we go. High school hockey at its finest. Face-off underway here from the Graf in Newburyport. Pentucket wins the draw. Chase Pelletier dumps it in. Back to get it for Newburyport is Graham Luskin. Works it up with some space here. Comes Jack Sullivan. He loses it. Back the other way comes Pentucket. Nick Kucher. Kucher gains the blue line. Tries to get it in deep. A little back and forth there with Mike Ducetti. Turnover. Back the other way comes Newburyport. With speed comes Kane Brennan, the captain, dangling right in front. Nice move, Brennan. Got knocked off his stick right at the last minute. Pentucket with possession in their own zone. They clear it to center ice. William Forrest dumps it back in. Newburyport peels off for a change. Puck loose at center ice. Newburyport comes away with it. Mason Childs has it on his own blue line for the Clippers. Pentucket changes it up, gives Childs some space to walk into the zone. Nobody stops him. Wrist shot. Glove saved there. Trickles wide into the corner. Chases Childs, gets it back, throws it back. D-to-D swing. Wrist shot from the point, gets through traffic. Puck loose in the crease, and we have a whistle there. Face-off going to be in the Pentucket zone here. First minute gone by from the Graf in Newburyport. Newburyport and Pentucket from the Graf with the early start here. A little bit of a slow arriving crowd. Face-off in the Pentucket zone. It is won by the Clippers. Puck comes loose in the corner. Luke McIsaac there. Works it free to Colby Arell. Back to the point. Iserman, he loses it. Puck deflected back to center ice. Good play there by Graham Luskin. Newburyport able to bring it into the Pentucket zone now. Luke McIsaac wheeling and dealing. Spins back, looking for some help. McIsaac takes a hit in the corner. Puck still loose behind the Pentucket zone. McIsaac goes flying. I think we're going to have our first penalty of the game here. 2 minutes in. Waiting to see. I know McIsaac went flying, and yes, Pentucket is going to get the first penalty of the night here. To the box goes Cam DeWar for taking down McIsaac behind the net. So Newburyport in this dangerous power play gets the first shot with the man advantage here 2 minutes into this hockey game from the Graf. Face-off won by the Clippers. They look to set up shop. There's Luskin. Swings it back. Good passing by the Clippers, but they turn it over. And Pentucket's able to clear. Chance back the other way as Chase Pelletier brought it through center ice. He lost it. Puck still loose at center ice. Who wants it? Pentucket grabs it and sends it down the pond. Jackson DeVivo swings it there to Luskin. Jackson DeVivo with speed into the Pentucket zone. Tristan Joyce at the point. Looks for some space, not there. Throws it back down low to Will Palomino. Palomino in the corner, able to walk right in, gets a wrist shot off. Doesn't quite get on goal. Puck still loose in the Pentucket corner. Good battle down there. Joyce comes away with it for Newburyport. Back to the point, Luskin. Back to Joyce. Joyce with some space. Puck rolled off his stick though. Decides to reverse it back down low again. Clippers cycling on the power play. Jackson DeVivo. Back to the point, Luskin with space. Luskin lets it fly. Kick save. Puck comes loose to the corner. Back to Luskin. Luskin wrist shot again. That puck just goes wide. Rebound chance. Save. Rebound. Score! Clippers strike first. It's Jackson DeVivo on the rebound. Good pressure there by Newburyport. They were moving that puck quickly side to side. Got a couple shots off, big rebounds, and number 2, Jackson DeVivo, the senior forward for the Clippers, puts Newburyport into the 1-0 lead. That goal's going to come at the 3-minute mark. Good stuff here for Newburyport, coming off a big win here. They've been on a good stretch. Sometimes you can get caught off guard by the 5 p.m. start here on a Wednesday. I know Coach Yamin will be pleased to see his boys coming out strong and getting out to an early lead. Coach Paul Yamin, had a nice conversation with him before the game. Always one of my favorite things about coming to the Graf rink to see Newburyport play is my conversations with the coach and that whole coaching staff. Newburyport again looking for more here right off the face-off. First shot there by Jack Sullivan. Shot blocked, let another one fly, went wide, comes back to Sullivan. Just kicked to him there by Pellermino. Back to the point. Mason Childs tries to get it down to Kane Brennan, the captain. Kane Brennan around the goal looking for some help. Good vision. Kane Brennan in the slot. Wrist shot just goes wide by Owen Cruz. Good pass by Brennan. Found Cruz wide open. Stepped into the slot. Just missed. 4 minutes into this hockey game. 1-0 Newburyport leads Pentucket. Sachem's a little bit down this year, but it's the Cape Ann League, so on any given night, good teams can get beaten here. Newburyport wins the face-off. Shot goes wide by Luke McIsaac. Pentucket clears the zone out to center ice. Good battle there by Pentucket's Mike Giuseppe. Giuseppe's going to get a face-off in the Newburyport zone as the puck is covered up by Damian Lamb, the junior goaltender for Newburyport, who's been so good this year. Face off to Lamb's right. Pentucket able to work it behind the goal. Charles Quinlan there. Mike Giuseppe. Chase Pelletier trying to get a hold of it for Pentucket. It's Newburyport who comes away with it, and back the other way on the break come the Clippers. Quick little wrist shot, nice effort. I like that quick little wrist shot by Colby Arell. Graham Luskin doing a good job puck moving defenseman there for the Clippers on the back end. Max Cole has it for Pentucket, tries to get it in deep. Turnover chance here for Newburyport, back the other way. It's Cole Beauplan. Beauplan, nice pass, one-time bid blocked. Colby Arell on the one-timer had that shot blocked, and Pentucket's able to clear it, and very interesting flip into the student section. Aaron Wurzwicks was about to gain the blue line for Pentucket, and sometimes that tape on the stick, the puck just gets stuck to it. He flips it right into the student section. 5 minutes in here at the Graf in Newburyport. Clippers 1, Pentucket 0. Turnover off the face-off. Chance for Newburyport. Wrist shot. Good save as Jackson DeVivo let one fly. Puck goes back. Wrist shot from the point. In on the Pentucket goal is blocked. William Forrest with that quick wrister there for Newburyport. Forrest has to go back to get it in his own end. Sends it up the boards. Henry Waddle. Mason Childs tries to help Waddle get it out of the zone. Good job by Childs. Good strength. Gets it free for a moment. Pentucket keeps it in, but not for long, as Tristan Joyce is able to clear the zone for Newburyport. Pentucket on a line change here. Newburyport trying to corral things at the Pentucket blue line. Good move by Joyce right at the blue line. That's a wrist shot. Ooh, that thing was targeted for top shelf. Good save there. It's going to be a face-off in the Pentucket zone. 9 minutes to go. First period. Newburyport up 1-0 on the goal by Jackson DeVivo. Face-off in the Pentucket zone. Referees really moving this game along. Very quick on the face-offs here. Might have to do with the late start. Whenever you start 15 minutes behind of a scheduled start, the refs tend to do a good job of getting these guys ready to go. Not much downtime in between face-offs here. Neutral zone turnover. Luke McIsaac for Newburyport. Wrist shot blocked. Pentucket able to clear. And a turnover. Hayden Wilson lost it there for Newburyport. Clippers able to regain control though, and back the other way they come. Puck thrown in front. Golden opportunity here for the Clippers. Shot blocked. Rebound stuffed big time scramble in front of the Pentucket goal. The puck is loose in the corner. Finn McNeil with a good chance there for Newburyport right on the doorstep. Owen Mongo is in there too. Face off again and going to be in the Pentucket zone here. Just about halfway through this first period. 1-0. Newburyport leads Pentucket. Face off in the Pentucket zone to the right of the goaltender, and we're going to have a delay of game. Ooh, good call there by my team. Thank you, Tom. Delay of game on Pentucket. So Newburyport's going to go back on the power play. Puck flipped out of the zone in their own end, I guess, there. That's what that mad scramble was. And Newburyport on the power play. So here they go, looking to set up shop, trying to add a second one here. Pentucket clears the zone off the face-off, though. Newburyport's going to have to go back to regroup. Tristan Joyce has it for the Clippers. Good chance here for Newburyport to really put a stranglehold on this first period. Looking for that second goal. Clippers dump it in. Palomino there. Gets it down low. Back to the point. Joyce. Wrist shot Joyce. Goaltender never saw it. Puck goes wide. It's behind the Pentucket goal. Pentucket cannot quite clear. Newburyport able to keep it in. Joyce gets it back to the point. Wrist shot by Colby Arell is grabbed and frozen. So we'll have another face-off in the Pentucket zone. Newburyport's going to switch up the power play unit. Pentucket will switch up the penalty killers. 7:37 to go. 1-0 Newburyport leading Pentucket. Face-off in the Pentucket zone. Kane Brennan shifts it to the corner. Thought that puck hit somebody on the Pentucket bench. Officials say play on. Newburyport quickly enters the Pentucket zone. Brennan, the captain, wheels it back, gets it back to the point. Mason Childs did tic-tac-toe passing, puck thrown in front. It's Pentucket's puck momentarily. Childs keeps it in, nice play, gets it to Brennan with space. Brennan throws it to the point, wrist shot just goes wide by Caden Iserman. Iserman finding some space over there. It comes right back to him. Iserman with space again, looking to go 5-hole that way, and it is stopped and frozen. Caden Iserman doing a good job finding those passing lanes, making himself available, and his teammates are finding him. Let a quick little snapshot go there that almost found daylight. 5-hole. Face-off won by Newburyport. Still 30 seconds to go on this power play. Iserman dumps it down low. Gets it to Kane Brennan, the captain. Brennan throws it to Mason Childs. Down low, Luke McIsaac. Turnover. Pentucket tries to clear. They cannot. Good play at the point by Mason Childs. Puck comes back to him now with some space. He lets a wrist shot fly just wide. Kept it low. Good idea there. Just missed a little bit wide. Still Newburyport's puck. Brennan gets it back to Childs one more time. Snapshot save. Rebound again pulled down by Newburyport. McIsaac gets it behind the goal. There's Brennan. Back to even strength now. Brennan with space. Vulnerable minute turned over. Pentucket with a chance back the other way now. Oh, good recovery though. Kane Brennan, good job back checking. Immediately cut off Aaron Werwitz from Pentucket. Puck is Luke at center ice. Pentucket player, defenseman loses a stick, creates a 2-on-1 chance. Wrist shot goes in. Beautiful play. Newburyport takes advantage of the Pentucket defenseman dropping his stick. It turned into a 2-on-1, and Luke McIsaac buries it top shelf to give Newburyport a 2-0 lead with 6 minutes to play here in this first period. Wow, it's the little things at this level. The Newburyport was breaking out of their own zone. The Pentucket defenseman dropped the stick, tried to pick it up quickly, but it was too late. Clippers had already gained that step, made it into a 2-on-1. Good pass there. Luke McIsaac gets the goal. And Newburyport looking for more on the attack. Clippers are coming out flying here in this first period. Newburyport crowd excited with the goal announcement for McIsaac. Puck loose at the Pentucket blue line here as Newburyport tries to keep the sustained pressure on. Puck comes back to Graham Luskin. Luskin swings it to William Forrest. Lets a slap shot go. Save there. Newburyport wheeling it around their own zone. Tristan Joyce. Gets it to Henry Waddle. Down low, Wilson. Jackson DeVivo. Good pass out to Luskin. Luskin's wrist shot is blocked. Tristan Joyce with a nice pass there down low. Puck comes back to Joyce, who almost went in all alone. Couldn't quite get a handle on the bouncing puck. Henry Waddle's there. He loses it momentarily, and Pentucket clears the zone. Both teams changing up. There's Waddle for Newburyport, fresh off the bench, tries to find Finn McNeil. McNeil 1-on-4 with some space. Ooh, almost beat the goaltender 5-hole there. Good quick wrist shot by Finn McNeil. As Newburyport finishes off that change, Pentucket brings it back in. Clippers play the body. Owen Mongo able to help work that puck out. Finn McNeil able to push it out with him. Pentucket has to retreat in their own zone. Nick Kuchar, good skater there with speed, tried to skate it out. Bouncing puck, it ends up coming to him again. Kuchar takes a little bit of a fall. No call, just lost his footing, and that allows Newburyport to come back the other way. There come the Clippers. Ooh, beautiful look by Owen Mongo. He's trying to find Cole Beaupalant there. Beaupalant was driving hard. The pass just did not quite connect. Pentucket back the other way now. 1-on-5 for Matt Cole. Needs some help. Trailing the play is Charles Quinlan. Those two remain the lone attackers for Pentucket. And Pelletier is able to steal it there for the Pentucket squad. Pentucket in their dark green. Big time hit at center ice. Charles Quinlan goes flying on the hit from Caden Eiserman. Eiserman goes to the bench, gets some glove taps there. Pentucket shot in on the Pentucket goal is frozen. 2-0 Clippers. We're going to have a face-off in the Pentucket zone with 3:21 to play. First period, 2-0 Newburyport. Wrist shot from the point. It goes in. Oh, maybe a redirect, but right off the face-off, Mason Childs let a little wrister go. It took a funny bounce. I don't know if it was off a Clipper or off a Pentucket player, but nevertheless, this thing's going to be a 3-0 Newburyport lead with 3:17 to go in this first period. Clippers all over Pentucket here. Newburyport was ready to go in this one. Pentucket seemingly was not, because this thing has been all Clippers in the first 12 minutes. Face-off won by Newburyport. Will Palomino lets a wrist shot go. It was dangerously close to being a fourth goal there for Newburyport as Palomino let a wrist shot go. Palomino still looking in the slot. Who's going to get it in the Pentucket zone? Pentucket's able to clear. Right back in, though, for Newburyport. Mason Childs, that's the story of the game here. Pentucket doing all they can just to clear their zone. Even when they're able to do that, Newburyport able to just quickly come back in on the attack, as they do here. Puck thrown in front, little wheeling and dealing. Palomino tried to make a spin move. He lost it. Pentucket clears the zone and sends it down the pond. No icing. Red line had been gained. Newburyport with possession in their own end. Luke McIsaac gains the red line, dumps it in. Back to get it for Pentucket is Nick Kuchar. Kuchar, he's a big-time skater for Pentucket. He can fly. Kuchar with speed. Tries to split the D. Cannot do it. Good play by Graham Luskin. Clippers able to clear the zone with the glove. Jack Sullivan has some help. He's got Owen Cruz with him if he wants it. Good D work, though, by Pentucket. They're going to get out of the zone here. Aaron Werwicks dumps it in. Damian Lamb, the goaltender, went out to grab that puck, I think just to get a little action. He hadn't had any in a while. Back the other way comes Newburyport. Almost a 2-on-1. Clippers get hauled down. Going to be a penalty against Pentucket as Jack Sullivan came storming down the left side. 6-on-5 here with the goaltender pulled. Newburyport with a good chance in front. Sullivan was almost rewarded there for drawing the penalty. Puck dropped right to him in the slot. He turned and let a little snapshot go. It's saved and frozen in the Pentucket zone. But with a minute and a half to go in this first period, the Clippers will close out the period on their third power play here in these first 15 minutes. Already with a 3-0 lead. Newburyport with a golden opportunity to go up 4-0. Face off in the Pentucket zone. Pentucket is able to clear the zone. Damian Lamb back to grab it for Newburyport, the goaltender. Leaves it for his defenseman, Luskin. Luskin to Joyce. DeVivo. to Luskin with speed in the Pentucket zone. Luskin drags it into the slot. Good vision. Swings it. Wrist shot there. DeVivo got through, but Pentucket clears. Not sure if it actually got through to the goaltender, but Pentucket able to survive that moment. Colby Arell here with a minute to go in the first. Tries to gain the Pentucket blue line. He can't. Luskin brings the puck into the Pentucket zone. He's off sides. Close call there. I actually saw Luskin look up to see if they were on sides and thought he was good. It was pretty good awareness that his guys were trapped there for a moment, but still brought that puck in just a little bit too soon. Neutral zone face-off won by Newburyport, but it's going to have to be retrieved in their own zone by Mason Childs. Puck thrown up to center ice. Luke McIsaac. Final 30 seconds here of this first period. At center ice, Clippers try to dump it in. Puck remains loose at center ice. Newburyport has it. 20 to go. One last chance here on the power play for the Clippers in the Pentucket zone. Puck thrown in front. Loose puck. Bunch of bodies battling for it. Pinching in there is Mason Childs. Childs in the corner for Newburyport. Gets it behind the Pentucket goal. 10 seconds to go. Clippers got to act fast here. Puck back to the point. Wrist shot. Childs is blocked. Pentucket's going to survive this first minute of the power play anyway. And Newburyport will carry it into the second period. After one period of play from the Graf in Newburyport, Newburyport Clippers come out storming and they lead Pentucket 3-0. We will be back with second period action on NCM Hub after this. My name is Drew Mulholland. Thanks for joining us. All right, and welcome back to the Graf here in Newburyport, where the Newburyport Clippers come out storming. They have a 3-0 lead on Pentucket after the first period of play here from the Graf in Newburyport. I am joined by the athletic director of the Newburyport Clippers here, Kyle Hodgson. How are you, Kyle? How are you? I can call you Coach, I guess.
Whatever you want. Doing great, thanks.
What a start here from the Clippers, huh?
Yeah, coming off a big game last night, not sure what to expect today.
Yeah.
Big win at BC High last night, so they came up strong early. And
yeah, you remember from your coaching days, you got back-to-backs like this. You're always curious to see how your team's going to look after a big win, right?
Big win, and then, of course, we have St. John's Prep coming up on Saturday. Oh. So try not to look past this game, and obviously the kids are playing hard.
I know I've asked you off the record if this is a team that, you're 12-3-1, I think we got it. I got that right? 12-3-1. I mean, that's a pretty serious record here in the Cape Ann League, and I know it starts to get the attention of the rest of the state. I know you have told me there's a lot of great teams out there, but you start thinking state tournament action at this point. Yeah,
we haven't lost in the league, and that's one goal is to win the league, and to finish with no losses would be great. But they have bigger goals, and there's some very good teams in this division. But Coach Shamim plays probably the hardest schedule of anyone around, and to get his guys ready for March. And with the new MIA playoff system with home games, this is the third year. We potentially could have 2, maybe 3 home games.
And this is a home ice advantage.
Definitely, in hockey especially.
Yeah.
It's a huge advantage for the home team. Yeah.
When you win a game like that versus BC High, a notorious hockey powerhouse, it's usually a tough team. It is a rewarding win to go out there and win a game like that. Come home on that bus ride. How were those kids feeling last night? I know you probably got a good feel for it.
Yeah, well, they were up 3-1 and had to. They killed a 5-on-3.
Yeah.
And so it was amazing. Goaltending and defense. And BC High scored with 4:52 left in the third to pull it from within one. They play 17-minute periods.
Yeah.
And that 2 extra minutes each period makes a big difference. And the temperature in the rink there is not like the Graf. It's it's more like the Garden. And so our goaltending and everybody was pretty exhausted after that game.
Yeah, good. Heck of a win, though. I know you got a lot going on at the high school ranks right now. What else is going on in the winter sports?
Well, boys basketball lost a tough one against another undefeated team the other night at Manchester.
Yep.
So they're poised right now still to win the league title with another win, and hopefully that happens tomorrow against North Reading. Girls basketball lost a tough one, but they're fighting fighting for a playoff spot. And our ski team's very competitive, and co-op swim team with Triton, the boys won the league, and girls hockey is continuing to get better every day. So wrestling co-op, we've got 3 kids over there with Pentucket, and they're really doing a good job.
Nice. I went to the wrestling at the City Hall. That was a lot of fun.
That was pretty unique, and
I enjoyed that.
A lot of fun, and I think it might be an annual thing.
All right, very good. You mentioned how the rink last night was warm. Are you saying this is not climate controlled in the Graf tonight? Is that what you're saying?
It's not that bad, actually.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
I heard it's going to be 60 Saturday. Come on, we're made for this stuff.
Well, we're here for 40 hours in 2 weeks for the bank tournament.
Absolutely. Yeah, real quickly on that. You excited about that again?
Yeah, that's a great week spending it with Richie Eaton and the bank sponsorship. And we have 16 games, 16 teams from Pope Francis and Norwell, and I think last year we had three state champions participating in our tournament. So it's a great week of hockey.
We appreciate you taking a minute. I know a lot of people maybe getting out of work, listening to the game here, not able to join us at the rink tonight with the early start. So this works out great. Thanks for joining us for a few minutes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Kyle Hodgson, the athletic director, the Newburyport Clippers here. Newburyport leads Pentucket 3-0 after 1 period of play. We will be back with second period action in just a moment at the Graf. All right, and welcome back to the Graf here in Newburyport, folks. Second period action just underway. Clippers win the face-off. Pentucket able to send it right down the pond.
On their Instagram.
I got some sources here helping me with some of the Pentucket roster issues here. Trying to learn who the Pentucket goaltender was there. Some of the Newburyport student section, we're doing some Google work. Josh Yoon, I believe, is the goaltender for Pentucket today, who I was talking about earlier. There's no number 30 on the Pentucket roster, and number 30 is in net for Pentucket tonight, so Josh Yoon was under siege in that first period. Newburyport all over Pentucket in that first period. Clippers looking for more as we get underway here in the second period. Puck behind the goal of Yoon. Newburyport trying to get a handle of it. Puck still behind the Pentucket goal. Matt Cole able to send it out center ice. Back to get it for Newburyport is Mason Childs. Should also mention there is a reason why they don't give us up-to-date rosters anymore, and while it makes it annoying for the media, I know why they do it, but they don't give out the rosters like they used to right at the front when you walk in. Used to come with the ticket, you get a roster. Not anymore. Puck loose in the Pentucket zone. Clippers able to corral it. With it is McIsaac. No look pass to Palomino down low, but they don't connect. Pentucket trying to clear the zone. Newburyport all over him. Almost forced a turnover. Pentucket able to clear the zone, but again, Newburyport gets it right back. They bring it in. Wrist shot save. Rebound almost came free to McIsaac. Couldn't quite connect on the rebound after the shot by Colby Arell. Puck back into the Pentucket zone. Newburyport was offsides. They have to tag up. Pentucket throws it back to center ice. This is the story of our first 2 minutes of the second period here. Both teams feeling each other out a little bit out of the locker room. Reese King tries to clear it for Pentucket. Can't quite do it. Good battle there. Puck kept in by Luke McIsaac. Wrist shot just goes wide. Newburyport caught in a change. Almost too many men there, but they were all right. Linesman had a good read on it. Everything was done by the book. Clippers trying to keep it in. Puck behind the Pentucket goal. Ooh, big hit there as Matt Cole takes a run. Newburyport, though, able to keep it in. Shot from the point just goes wide. Puck comes all the way back to the other point. There's Mason Childs trying to get it down low for Jackson DeVivo. Back to Childs. Clippers do a good job rotating and cycling here in the Pentucket zone. They're just a step faster than Pentucket tonight, but a good individual effort there by Matt Cole to clear the zone. Again, though, Newburyport, they're not even letting Pentucket get to the red line. They quickly steal that puck, bring it back in the other way. Puck comes back to the point. Good job by Childs to keep it in. Wrist shot goes wide. Hayden Wilson gonna whistle here. And I think we're gonna get another penalty against Pentucket. It's actually going to be on Newburyport there. A little bit of, it's going to be a holding the stick or a holding against Jackson DeVivo. I actually didn't see that one myself. But Pentucket's going to get their first power play of the game here, 4 minutes into the second period, trailing Newburyport 3-0. So this power play would be, let's call it essential here for Pentucket to try to get back in this hockey game. Pentucket wins the draw and pushes it forward into the corner. Mad scramble there in the corner to the left of the goaltender for Newburyport, Damian Lamb. Lamb just watching a scrum continue to his right in the corner. Sticks flying all over the place. Newburyport able to clear the zone. Back to get it for Pentucket, Cam Dewar. Turnover though, chance for Newburyport. Back the other way, good little tic-tac-toe passing was Brennan. Brennan tried to find Owen Cruz in front. Almost a pretty little shorthanded effort there. Pentucket able to come away with it though. They regroup through center ice, turn it over again though. There's Graham Luskin. Luskin with speed down the left side. The defenseman pitching in here on the kill. Gets it in deep behind the Pentucket goal. Luskin will retreat as Pentucket grabs this puck. Able to work it out. Will Sorensen plays it off the wall to himself, but then he loses it. There's Brennan. Little dangle. Went down. Could have been a trip. No call. Pentucket grabs the puck. They reverse it into their own zone. Power play has a minute left here for Pentucket, but really Newburyport with more of the chances here. Here comes Luskin. Wrist shot blocked. Ooh, he got that thing to the dot in the Pentucket zone. Good effort by Luskin. Just couldn't quite get that shot on goal. Pentucket tries to bring it out. Newburyport sends it right back down the pond. Excellent power play kill here by Newburyport. The coaching staff at Newburyport, led by head coach Paul Yameen, will have nothing to complain about so far in the first 20 minutes of hockey. As we approach 10 minutes to go in this second period, Newburyport leads Pentucket 3-0. Trying to kill these final seconds of the power play. Oh, a turnover and Pentucket buries it. So there we go. Pentucket's Mac Cole came away with a loose puck. Didn't look like Pentucket had much of anything going on there on the power play in the Newburyport zone. But Cole gets a good bounce, able to corral the puck, walks right in front and buries it, beating Damian Lamb. Power play goal from Pentucket, and the Newburyport lead is cut to 3-1. Big goal right there. You feel like Newburyport had all the momentum, really been dominating this hockey game, and suddenly it's a 3-1 game here, 2-goal game. Not, if you're Pentucket, you got to be saying you like where you are, because you have been thoroughly outplayed for 20 minutes plus. 9.5 to go. Face off. Eventually comes free to Pentucket. Good speed there. Pentucket now with a little extra jump in their step as Will Sorensen drives the net. Newburyport able to come away with it though, and back the other way they come. Through center ice with speed. Owen Mongo, wrist shot saved by Yoon, who grabs it with the left glove and takes the whistle. 9:19 to go to second period. 3-1 Newburyport. After Pentucket is the first team to light the lamp here in the second period. We've been watching, Newburyport coming off that big win at BC High last night. It's a huge win. Always tough to play a back-to-back. This is a 5 p.m. start here off the face-off. Oh, big save by Yoon. Yoon absolutely robs Will Palomino. Point-blank range. Puck comes back to Palomino off a good feed by Arell. Shot blocked. Pentucket clears the zone. Hayden Wilson in his own zone tries to push it free to Palomino. Clippers can't quite clear. They will now as Colby Arell has it with speed into the Pentucket zone. Little toe drag. Tries to split two defenders. Can't quite do it, but he's able to stay with it in the corner. Arell looking for some help. Nice move. Throws it in front. Nobody there except the Pentucket player, Charles Quinlan. Quinlan at center ice. Loses it to Forrest. Puck thrown right up across, right in front of the Newburyport bench there. Pentucket eventually comes free with it. Puck still loose in the neutral zone here. Pentucket now able to get it in deep, back to get it for the Clippers. Is Alexander, or is Hayden Wilson? No, I was right. That's Alexander Lambert who sends a player flying there. Puck loose in front of the Pentucket goal. to flex wide. Puck comes all the way back to the point in the Pentucket zone. William Forrest fakes a shot. Forrest looking to dangle. Sends a defender flying. Forrest all the way behind the Pentucket goal, but he loses it there. And Nick Kuchar has it for Pentucket. Kuchar with speed flies all the way through the neutral zone into the Clipper zone. Lets a wrist shot go. It was blocked. Good play at the last second there by Newburyport's defense. Back the other way the Clippers come. Looking for some offense. Pentucket able to steer it away. Sam Escobar clears the zone. Gets it up to Aaron Warwitz. Bodies fly behind the Newburyport goal. 7 minutes to go, second period. 3-1 Newburyport leads Pentucket. We've got a good 5 or so minutes here of non-stop action. Collision at center ice. Puck comes loose in the Pentucket zone. Oh, hit the crossbar. Shot by Newburyport's number 2, Jackson DeVivo, looking for his second of the night. Number 2 on the ice, looking for goal number 2. DeVivo has it again. Will let another wrist shot go. That time it just went high over the bar. DeVivo with that quick little wrist shot. A lot of action on that wrist shot. Yoon is getting beaten on that a couple times. Saved by the crossbar on that 1-2 shots ago. Puck deflected into the netting behind the Pentucket goal. Face-off in the Pentucket zone. 6:28 to go. Second period from the Graf. 3-1 Newburyport leads Pentucket here. Thank you for joining us live on the radio, Joppa Radio. Our great team here, May Power, producing the show, Tom Goodwin. On the camera. Face-off in the Pentucket zone is won by the Clippers. The captain, Brennan, takes a hit there. Able to spin out of it momentarily, but Pentucket able to clear the zone. Got to give Pentucket credit here. Like I said, that was not a good first period for Pentucket. A little bit slow out of the gates in more ways than one. But they have really bounced back here in the second period. They had the only goal of the second period, and they've made this thing a bit of a battle here. They've uglied this game up a little bit with Newburyport as we duck under the 6-minute mark to play here in this second period. Clippers trying to grab the loose puck at center ice. They do. It's Yzerman with speed. Yzerman drags it into the slot. Still has it. Wrist shot. Big save. Yoon. Rebound is in. Newburyport answers back. Finn McNeil on the rebound attempt. Puts it home, and Newburyport goes up 4-1. Good work by Yzerman. Came through the zone with strength. Let a shot go in the slot. Rebound picked up by Finn McNeil, and Newburyport leads 4-1 with 5.5 to go in this second period. Big answer there by Newburyport. You felt like that next goal in this game was going to be a big one. It was either going to go Pentucket's game, and this thing gets really tight, but now Newburyport's able to get that goal and secure that 3-goal lead again. Now 4-1, the Clippers lead with 5 to go. Pentucket really coming out throwing their bodies out now after that last goal here. A little bit of frustration, I think, from the boys in the Pentucket green. Everything clean so far, though. No calls. Back the other way comes Newburyport through center ice. With speed again, it's McNeil. McNeil drags it back at the dot. Nice play, McNeil. Ooh, good vision. Tried to find Owen Mongo in front. Couldn't quite do it. Pentucket clears the zone. No icing. Waved off the goaltender, Lamb. Leaves it for his defenseman, Mason Childs, who took a spill behind the goal. Able to get back up. Newburyport quickly into the Pentucket zone. There's McNeil again with speed. His shot is blocked. Goes high over the goaltender, Yoon. Clippers dump it back into the Pentucket zone. Beaupellant there. Good job, Beaupellant playing the body. It's going to be an icing against Pentucket. That's all Beaupellant there. Good physicality down low, putting a lot of pressure on the Pentucket defenseman. And Newburyport's going to get an offensive zone face-off out of that with 4.5 to go. 4-1 the Newburyport lead over Pentucket. Again, my name is Drew Mulholland, alongside our team, May Power, Tom Goodwin. Face-off is won by Pentucket, although they can't quite clear the zone. Palomino keeps it in. Palomino in the corner, looking for help in front. Palomino wheeling and dealing around the Pentucket goal. Palomino throws it back to the point. Brennan Back to Palomino, wrist shot. Beaupalant goes wide. Alexander Lambert, Will Palomino, Colby Arell. Back to Lambert. Swings it to Forrest. Forrest's shot is deflected and goes into the netting. It'll be another face-off in the Pentucket zone. 3:56 to go. Second period here from the Graf in Newburyport. Clippers again coming off that big win at BC High last night. They are 12-3-1 on the year. Starting to get a lot of eyes on them here, a lot of eyes of the state. Whenever you have that kind of record in this league with a win like that over BC High, people start to talk about real contenders here. A lot of good teams around, though. We got another delayed call. This time it's going to be against Pentucket. Newburyport's going to get the extra attacker on there. And they do. Good strength by 22 in Newburyport. Tristan Joyce, the assistant captain. Now Pentucket's able to touch that puck. Referee blows the play dead, and here comes another Newburyport power play. So just like at the end of the first period, Newburyport has a chance at the end of the second period to extend on a 3-goal lead. They lead Pentucket 4-1. And here we go. 2-minute power play for the Clippers. Face-off won by Newburyport. Back to the point, Arell. Arell stops on a dime, looking for some help. Gets down low, Palomino. Back to Arell. Palomino in the corner. Throws it in front, deflected. Looking for DeVivo, they don't connect. Luskin has it. Lucks into Joyce. Back to Arell. His shot is blocked, and back the other way comes Pentucket. A chance with some speed. Pelletier didn't quite have that extra gear to beat the defender, and he just dumps it in. Newburyport has to regroup here. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Arell gets it back to the point. DeVivo, wrist shot. Luskin, right pad save by Yoon. Nice job. Puck comes back. Luskin, oh, good find. Arell decides to wheel it back, bouncing puck a little bit. Arell running out of space, and Pentucket's able to intercept the pass and clear the zone. Coach Yamin not too thrilled with the power play unit there of Newburyport. They try to restart this thing, but the other way come the Clippers. In their own zone, Tristan Joyce. Nobody comes at him. Tristan Joyce gets it back to the point. Iserman lets a wrist shot go. Saved by Yoon. Puck comes free to Palomino. Palomino in the corner. Throws it in front. Blocked. Kept in by Luskin only momentarily, and here's a breakaway chance for Pentucket. Back the other way. It is Pelletier. Pelletier scores! Chase Pelletier, short-handed. Newburyport was getting a little stagnant on that power play, a little lack of movement. Wrist shot was blocked by Pelletier, and it sprung him the other way. Good speed by Pelletier, brought it in all alone, and he scores on the breakaway, and the Newburyport lead is cut to 4-2 here. 4-2 with 2:14 to play in this second period. So Pentucket, good answer by these boys in this second period. They are here to stay. Going to have a lot of respect for that kind of fight after a tough first period for Pentucket. They have came out and they are a game team here in this second period. I know this Newburyport coaching staff will have some words for the Clippers here, as Newburyport has definitely let Pentucket back in this hockey game. Clippers looking to answer here. They get it in deep. Battled down low. There's Owen Cruz. Wrist shot, save Yoon. Rebound. Chance in front by Jack Sullivan. Couldn't quite get a handle on the bouncing puck. Puck deflected high. Kane Brennan swings it to Owen Cruz. Cruz's shot is blocked. Cruz gets it back to the point. There's Iserman. Wrist shot deflected and goes high. Nick Kuchar grabs it for Pentucket. Kuchar's got all that speed there. Defenseman, although he lost the puck, completely slowed him down, and then he takes a hit from Owen Cruz. Clippers now on the attack in the Pentucket zone. Iserman tries to dump it in deep. Puck comes back to Iserman. Good job by Iserman to keep it in. $1:10 to go in the second period. Puck still loose in the Pentucket zone, and it is now cleared. Back to get it for Newburyport at center ice. Mason Childs, he loses it. Here's a chance for Pentucket. Wrist shot goes wide. There's Aaron Werwitz there. Let a shot go wide, and back the other way comes Newburyport with speed. Jack Sullivan throws it in front. Wrist shot saved. Yoon. Rebound chance on the doorstep. Owen Cruz got a stick on that. Tried to beat Yoon, but the left pad was too good from Yoon. He covers it up with 48 seconds to play in this second period. 4-2. Newburyport leads Pentucket. Face-off won by the Clippers. Wrist shot point is blocked in front. Scrum for it there, cleared by Pentucket's Chase Pelletier. It will not be an icing as that shot ends up coming in on goal. Clippers, time for another rush or so with 30 seconds left, although they turn it over in their own end. Very dangerous. Newburyport getting a little sloppy out here in this second period. And another turnover at center ice. Final 20 seconds to go. Pentucket looking for more. Mike Ducetti. It's a wrist shot go wide. Long wrap around the boards allows Newburyport to quickly come back out the other way. Cross ice pass. Jackson DeVivo. Wrist shot left pad stave. Yoon. Good try by DeVivo there. Final 5 seconds of the second period. Puck loose in the Pentucket zone in the corner. And that is how the second period will end, with the puck stuck in that corner. A good answer of a second period from Pentucket. Newburyport comes into the second period up 3-0. They go into the second period locker room just with a 4-2 lead. Clippers 4, Pentucket 2 after 2 periods of play from the Graf. My name's Drew Mulholland alongside Mae Power and Tom Goodwin. We thank you for joining us here on a Wednesday afternoon, slowly turning into an evening here on Joppa Radio and NCM Hub. We thank you for your time. We'll be back with third period action and the second intermission in just a moment. All right, welcome back to the Graf here in Newburyport. My name is Drew Mulholland alongside Mae Power and Tom Goodwin. We have a third period, should be an intense third period here, as Newburyport has a 4-2 lead over Pentucket. 2-goal lead with 15 minutes to play. Pentucket was the first team out on the ice here to get this third period underway. The Newburyport coaching staff, interestingly enough, was on the bench while the rest of the players were still in the locker room. Sometimes that's a little coaching strategy, as I used to know this coaching staff pretty well over in those 10 years ago, or whenever I used to do all the games here. This coaching staff will sometimes, if they're not happy and they know their players know it, sometimes you can just leave it to the captains in the locker room and say, figure it out, boys, come out with that intensity and get us a win here. It is a 4-2 Newburyport lead, but Pentucket really battled back in that second period. It was 3-0 Newburyport after one. They came out storming again after that big win at BC High last night. I know they got in late, so 5 o'clock start here back home on their home ice in Newburyport is kind of a tough turnaround. Clippers came out storming, got the first three, but a good battle back in that second period. And we begin the third period with Newburyport leading Pentucket 4-2. Pentucket with it in their own end here. Early seconds of this third period. Meyer in a battle down there. Charles Quinlan trying to clear the zone for Pentucket. Good job on the forecheck by Kane Brennan, the captain for Newburyport. Pentucket tries to clear. They can't, and they finally do there right at the blue line. Clippers peel off on a semi-change. Good checking there by Owen Cruz. Rest of the squad had gone off for a line change, and Cruz won a battle by himself there in the Pentucket zone. Pentucket dumps it into the Newburyport zone. Clippers got to work it out. Palomino is there. Colby Arell is there. Puck thrown in front of the Pentucket goal. It is taken by Aaron Werwitz. Quickly into the Newburyport zone. Werwitz, nice little move there at the blue line, gets it in deep. Puck loose in the corner. Werwitz again throws it in front. One-time bid is blocked. Scramble in front. Will Sorensen went diving after a loose puck. Clippers avoid some trouble there and clear it out of the zone. Good pass by Colby Arell. Got it up to Luke McIsaac. The McIsaac wrist shot went wide. Puck comes back to McIsaac. Clippers still trying to finish off a change here. Good pass McIsaac back to the point. Wrist shot Mason Childs is deflected up into the netting. We will have a whistle with 13 minutes to play here. Third period, Newburyport leading Pentucket 4-2. Face off to the left of Yoon, the Pentucket goaltender. It's going to be Tristan Joyce on the draw for Newburyport. Pentucket able to clear it off the draw. Luskin has to chase after it after it took a bad bounce on him. Luskin all the way back in his own zone for Newburyport. Chips it up the boards to Henry Waddle. Waddle to Jackson DeVivo. DeVivo gets it in deep behind the Pentucket goal. With it is Nick Kuchar. That puck go in. Weird redirect. Clippers score in a very odd fashion right there. My goodness, Clippers very businesslike about it too. Not much of a celebration. Yoon, the goaltender, is beat. Clippers lead 5-2. Just like that with 12:37 to go. Newburyport in control of this game. Right at the face-off now. Chance here for Tristan Joyce. Shot goes wide. Back the other way goes Pentucket. Puck dumped in. I'm telling you folks, that had to be the most nonchalant fifth goal of a hockey game I've ever seen in a fairly close game here. It's not like this thing is a... It's going to be Waddle on the goal there. So good job, Henry Waddle, getting that kind of quick goal. The business-like goal, I'm calling it, as they go back to center ice and play on. 12:09 still to go in this hockey game. 5-2, the Newburyport lead. Face-off won by the Clippers. Back to the points. Wrist shot blocked and covered by the goaltender Yoon. 12 minutes straight up to play here. One of the quieter crowds I've seen here at a Clippers game in a long time. I think probably just that 5 p.m. start. A lot more going on after school and people driving home from work, parents, all that stuff. So if you're tuning in on Joppa Radio, we appreciate that. Clippers win the draw in the Pentucket zone. Back to the point, Lambert. Wrist shot blocked. Clippers trying to gain control. They do. Brennan, the captain, very good skating in the offensive zone. Brennan wheels it back. Good find. Back to Cruz. Cruz's shot is deflected into the netting. We have another whistle. Pentucket blocking a lot of shots here. Both teams change it up. 11:40 to go, third period. Newburyport with a 5-2 lead over Pentucket here. You feel like that fifth goal might have taken a little bit of the air out of this Pentucket squad, who is definitely a battle in here. Got to give them a lot of credit, especially for that second period. Now a chance back the other way. Right as I say that, I guess don't count Pentucket out yet. Wrist shot goes wide by Chase Pelletier. Went high and wide, came all the way out of the zone pretty much. Newburyport able to dump it back in. Nick Kuchar there for Pentucket. Got some help from Mike Giuseppe. Giuseppe tries to split a couple defenders, can't quite do it. He was looking for a penalty call, didn't get it. Finn McNeil, he's got a goal in this game, tries to skate it out, he loses it. Cam Duar there. Wrist shot from a weird angle is grabbed and covered by Damian Lamb, the Newburyport goaltender. Damian Lamb looking for another win. He's got a stat sheet full of them here this year. Again, Newburyport 12-3-1. Looking for 2 wins and, you know, way less than 48 hours. 2 wins in 2 days. Beating BC High last night. Newburyport throws it up to center ice off the draw. Pentucket throws it right back in. Luskin back there to get it for the Clippers. Couple bodies collide down there. Colby Arell. Arell in the corner. Nice pass to get it out of the zone. Finds McIsaac. McIsaac gains the blue line. Looking for some help. Takes it wide. Throws it back to the point. Nice vision. Luskin has it for Newburyport. Luskin's slap shot goes wide. Chasing after it, Arell. Uses his body to allow Iserman to grab that puck. Good little shield there by Arell. Wraparound chance, almost stuffed in by Palomino. Palomino still with it in the Pentucket corner. Tries to get it back to Arell. Palomino comes with it. Wrist shot chance. Good strength by Palomino. Worked it right into the slot. Luke McIsaac with it. McIsaac cycles it down to Palomino. Good shift here from Newburyport as that clock continues to tick on Pentucket. Slap shot save and deflected into the corner. That was Iserman with the slap shot. Now it comes to the other point. Luskin with it. Tried to swing it to Iserman. It's going to come out of the zone. Newburyport's going to have to reset. Puck hits the official right at the Pentucket zone. Hits the official again. He's got Velcro on his right leg, I think. The ref seems to be okay there after taking a couple of wrist shots to the leg. Pentucket with it in their own zone as we approach 9 minutes to go in this hockey game. Newburyport leading Pentucket 5-2 on a Wednesday afternoon at the Graf. Newburyport looking for their 13th win of the year. The Clippers are soaring here as we work our way through 2024. At center ice, here comes Dunphy. Wrist shot by Tristan Joyce is blocked. Slap shot from the point goes wide. It's William Forrest out there actually at the point. William Forrest, number 17, playing the point there for Newburyport. We got a whistle, face-off coming in the Pentucket zone. 5-2, Clippers lead Pentucket, 8:51 to play in this third period. Finn McNeil on the draw for Newburyport. Puck just sits at the dot there as both centermen battle for it. Puck comes below the Pentucket goal. Good battle down low. Cole Beauplant. Beauplant's a physical player. I think all Beauplants that come through Newburyport are pretty physical guys. Pentucket dumps it in. Quickly Newburyport back on the attack with speed. Wrist shot. Big save. Ewan rebound came through. Finn McNeil. Good shot there. Wrist shot right in stride. Ewan made the save and seared it to the corner. Puck comes back to center ice. Newburyport has it. Wilson Hayden through traffic, let a shot go, just missed wide. Comes all the way back around the boards and back out to center ice. We duck under 8 minutes to go here, third period. Newburyport 5, Pentucket 2. Good third period here so far from Newburyport. Puck loose at center ice, we got a foot race. Hayden Wilson able to win that battle. Gets it back up to center ice. Newburyport defense are just very fast. Even some of these speedy forwards for Pentucket, they just can't beat these defensemen. Clippers do a good job getting back on D. Wrist shot from a left side. Owen Cruz hit the crossbar, I believe. Wrist shot deflected in. Score. Newburyport goes up 6-2. The shot came in from Hayden Wilson at the point. Looked like it took a little bit of a redirect. I'm not sure who they're going to give credit to. Not sure if it went off a Newburyport player or not, but it looked like it changed directions. But a good job by Hayden Wilson through traffic, letting a little snapshot go, kept it low, and it ends up being deflected and going top shelf. 6-2, Newburyport leads Pentucket with 7.5 to go in this third period. Listening for the official scoring here. We'll see who they give that to. I think they gave it to Cruz. I believe they gave it to Owen Cruz on the real direct. Hayden Wilson gets the assist there on the snapshot from the point. So 6-2 Newburyport lead as we duck under 7 minutes. Big time hit. Newburyport's Jack Sullivan laying out a Pentucket player right at center ice. Clippers really putting their stamp on this game now. Newburyport is a very deep team. Coach Amin has that luxury of rolling a lot more guys out there than some of his opponents do here in this Cape Ann League, and that's the case here. Pentucket looks like that second period very strong. They gave their best effort, but I think they're running out of gas here a little bit. Still fighting. There's a difference between, quitting and running out of gas. They're still fighting out there, Pentucket is, but this is a very strong Newburyport team, cream of the crop of the Cape Ann League here, and they've just worn down this Pentucket team. Face-off in the Pentucket zone is won by the Clippers. Although Pentucket comes away with it there. Puck loose in the Newburyport zone. Charles Quinlan. Shot wide. Mike Giuseppe tries to get it. Comes back to Quinlan in the corner. Quinlan behind the Newburyport goal. Fended off there. Clippers trying to get it out of the zone. Caden Eiserman, nice work. See, there's that speed and strength of the Newburyport D again showing up. Luskin and Eiserman, strong guys. Eiserman goes coast to coast out of his own zone. No Pentucket players wanted to get in his way. Eiserman gets a great shot off, covered up by the Pentucket goaltender Yoon, who takes the whistle with 6 minutes straight up to play third period. Newburyport in command with a 6-2 lead. Again, a big thanks to our crew, Maeve Power producing, Sarah Hayden the boss back at the station. Tom Goodwin on the camera here tonight. Thank you, Tom. Tom not only doing the camera work, he's helping me out being an extra set of eyes. I missed a delayed penalty in the first period, and I got the quick tap on the shoulder. Oh, we got a 2-minute minor. That is a cameraman who knows his hockey, Tom Goodwin. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the help. Puck loose in the Newburyport zone. Good battle down low. Mason Childs. Aiden O'Connor also running the radio station back at the NCM Hub studios. Thank you, Aiden. Good man. I think Aiden helped us with the Seabrook Idol, too. Am I right on that, Maeve? He did a great job helping produce the finale of the singing competition. Thank you, Aiden, for the good work back there. Yoon covers it up for Pentucket as the final 5 minutes, set for the final 5 minutes of hockey from the Graf here in Newburyport. Early start. I know a lot of you are on the roads here, maybe coming back from work, tuning in. Thank you for that. Live on the radio, Joppa radio. We appreciate the local support. Newburyport tries to corral this puck off the face-off. They do. Michael Duffy. Duffy has it, throws it back to the point. There is Luskin. Luskin is strong back there too. Eisman and Luskin, both big, strong lefties. Puck loose in front of Yoon. Bad scramble in front. Newburyport crashed the net. Good job by Mike Doucette there. Kind of cleared out. Didn't like the late tap from the Newburyport player on his goaltender, and he said he tried to enforce, and actually he's going to go to the box for that. And the Pentucket bench is furious about this. Doucette's going to go to the bench here, and the Pentucket coaching staff is letting the officials hear about it. Pretty simple play there. I actually kind of thought the refs probably should have let that go too. I mean, Newburyport got a late swipe in at a puck. Looked like right at the whistle or right after the whistle, and really, if you're a Pentucket player, you don't want to let your goaltender take any cheap shot, not cheap shots, but you know, whenever a guy takes a shot at your goaltender like that, whether it's after the whistle or right at the whistle, it's a 6-2 game. You just want to protect your goaltender. I think it would have been fine, no call. I bet if you asked Coach Paul Yameen if he would have been fine if they just played on, he would have been fine too. Nevertheless, it's a 6-2 Newburyport game here. 4-goal lead as we hit 4 minutes left to play in this third period. Clippers just looking to see this one through here. Hayden Wilson lost it. Now they're able to work it out to center ice. Pentucket has it in their own zone, looking to regroup. Icing waved off. Back to get it for Newburyport is Jackson DeVivo. Smart play by DeVivo. Subtle little play to get that puck into space. Hayden Wilson turns it over in his own zone. Pentucket, though, again, just looking a little bit tired right now. They just dump it in and peel off for a change. Newburyport is off sides as they try to break it into the Pentucket zone. 3:36 to go in this hockey game. 6-2 Newburyport leads Pentucket. 49 seconds left on the power play for Newburyport. Doucette in the box there for the roughing on that mad scrum in front of the Pentucket goal. Newburyport chasing after it in their own zone. Not their best power play of the game, but probably more indicative of the score here. Icing against Newburyport with 3:11 to play. So a little bit of sloppiness on this power play, but with a 6-2 lead, no harm, no foul. If you're Coach Yameen, you're going to have to dig back to find a better 20-hour span. You get a win at BC High, and then less than 24 hours later, you hold home ice and get a win in a 5 o'clock start time versus Pentucket. Doesn't get much better than that. 2 quick wins, book them and go. One of them against a notorious powerhouse in BC High. It's a good win first Pentucket here today too. Pentucket was game and ready to go. Clippers looking for more. Puck thrown in front, corralled by Pentucket. They are able to clear the zone. Doucette comes out of the box there for Pentucket. Keep an eye on him. I know he was very frustrated with the penalty call against him. We'll see how he channels that here. Final 2.5 to play. Puck loose at center ice. Clippers just moving that puck around. They gain the blue line. With speed, Iserman, wrist shot goes wide. Beauplant down there. Gets it to Colby Orell. Pentucket clears the zone. Going to be another icing here, as this game gets very choppy in the final moments. 2:11 to go. 6-2 Newburyport over Pentucket. As this place starts to clear out here, the Graf, pretty good attendance for a 5 p.m. start. You got to remember, 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, there's all the other winter sports having practices and all that stuff too. So the student section is down a little bit. Pentucket back the other way here, looking to maybe get one more to make that score look a bit more respectable. Will Sorensen grabbing the net, and maybe as predicted, Pentucket crashes the Newburyport goal there a little bit. Good job by Newburyport holding their ground. No cheap shots either way. And we'll try to see out this final minute 50 of action. Face off to the left of Damian Lamb, who is putting up quite a sheet here. A lot of wins for Damian Lamb this year. Big goaltender for Newburyport. Junior wears number 1. Looks very comfortable. Everybody knows to make a good deep state tournament run, you need good goaltending. I think the Clippers will feel pretty secure about their goaltending situation here. Minute 20 to go in this hockey game. Clippers with the puck in the Pentucket zone and a 6-2 lead. Arell tried to feed it to Hayden Wilson. His shot fanned on. Pentucket tries to clear the zone. Stolen there by Jack Sullivan, who gets it in deep. He peels off for a change. Aiden Reynolds getting some time out there for Newburyport as well. Final minute to play. Newburyport and Pentucket. Puck comes deep into the Clipper zone. Finn McNeil, good tic-tac-toe passing. Beauplant with speed down the left side. Beauplant, wrist shot saved by Yoon with 30 seconds to play, and he covers it up. Good job there. Finn McNeil and Cole Beauplant, 2 lefties driving into the Pentucket offensive zone. Got a good chance there in the final seconds. Newburyport trying to play it till the final horn here. Both sides. Good job by Pentucket tonight too, I thought. This is a fascinating timeout by... It is going to be a timeout Pentucket. I would have bet my life on it that was not a Newburyport timeout here, as they just try to get this thing to the locker room and take their 6-2 win and walk away. But for some strange reason, the Pentucket coaching staff has taken a timeout with 40 seconds to play, down 4 goals. We will see what sort of magic or lack thereof that creates in the final 40 seconds. I will tell you, the Newburyport student section said, okay, that's ridiculous, we've had enough, and they have all left. Six to 2 Newburyport, and Pentucket takes a timeout. I repeat, 6-2 Newburyport, and Pentucket takes a timeout with 40 seconds left. Okay, that's the last I will say of that. Again, thank you, Maeve Power, Tom Goodwin, Sarah Hayden, Aiden O'Connor back at the NCM Hub studios. We appreciate you. My name is Drew Mulholland. Thank you so much for spending your afternoon and early evening with us. We are from the Graf. We always enjoy bringing in Newburyport Clippers hockey. Once again, this is going to be a Newburyport win over Pentucket. We'll see if that scoreline of 6-2 changes here in these final 20 seconds. This is a good Newburyport Clippers hockey team, folks. Make sure to follow them here towards the end of this season and into the state tournament. Thanks to Kyle Hodgson as well, the athletic director for Newburyport, for joining us in between periods. We appreciate that. Final 10 seconds to go. One last chance for Pentucket is steered wide, and that's going to do it here from the Graf in Newburyport. Final score, Clippers 6, Pentucket 2. Good win for Newburyport. They beat BC High and Pentucket back-to-back within 24 hours. Good stuff from the Newburyport Clippers as they congratulate their goaltender, Damian Lamb. My name's Drew Mulholland. For the rest of the team here at NCM Hub and Joppa Radio, we'll get you next time, all right? Bye-bye now.